In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the NodeRED flow to filter your HSV values or tune your HSV values for your color tracking code. Firstly, you're going to have to grab this NodeRED flow from, you can see the path here, SCUTTLE, software, NodeRED, NodeRED color tracking.json. Just go to click raw, copy all of this and paste it into your NodeRED. There's an import here, and then if you click clipboard, you can paste it into there, and it'll open up like this. It might open up like that, and then you just click on your second tab, and you'll see this flow. Once you have that, you can click deploy, then this dashboard button, and then this little box with an arrow pointed out of it, and it'll take you to this page. Once you've done that, you need to go to your SCUTTLE repository, or the SCUTTLE code that you've saved on your SCUTTLE. SCUTTLE software, Python basics, computer vision, and then in that folder you're going to run the command bash run.sh, and then if we give that a couple seconds, it'll load up the camera, and then it'll start a video stream. I'm using a Logitech camera. This causes a little error that it'll pop up, corrupt JPEG data. We can ignore that error because that's not actually an issue, it's just an annoyance, but it doesn't affect how your code works. And yeah, there's that error, but now the video streaming is working. So we can refresh this NodeRED page, and you can see a video stream here. Now you can slide these sliders around, and you can see you have these three other frames. Our goal is to make sure this yellow square, our sponge, this is a sponge, this yellow square always stays white. So I'm going to play with these values until I get something. Okay, and we're trying to filter out, make everything else black. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so that seems pretty good. I can play with this object, move it around the frame. You can see it's tracking it pretty well. My shadow is on there. It's enough. Sometimes in some angles you won't be able to see it because the color change is good enough from the lighting that it goes out of that range. But otherwise, we have this object. We can play with this filtering a little more if you want to fix that kind of thing. See right there, we've kind of lost it more than I'd like. So okay, that kind of fixed it. So play around with the object, and once you have a filter that you like, you can copy these values, and we can go to Cloud 9, and here I've created an example program, and I'm going to delete these values, and what we're doing here is we're going to put in our new values, 18, so we have two parentheses. This holds our HSV max and our HSV min. I'll put 18, 66, 187, and then in the next one, 29, 134, 237, and then we can delete these. And this short example is importing we can stop this code right here with Control C. Imports L2 color target as CT, and then we create this HSV range variable where we input the values that we grabbed from here. You can see this video stopped because we stopped our program. And then we have this function that we were calling from the color target code, and we pass it the HSV variable, and it's going to return an X, a Y, and a radius, and we're just going to print those out. So I can run this code, color tracking example.py, and you will see it's going to output X, Y, radius, and it's also going to output that error if you're using the Logitech cameras, but we're going to ignore that error. So that yellow square right now I have not touched it, so you can see it was 142, 101 since last moved, and the camera hasn't moved either, so it should still say, yeah, 142 and then 101, which means our color tracking is working. We have the right color values. And I can now move this object around, and I've moved it to the right, and you can see the value is increased on the X value, and I've moved it to the left, and it's now like 0, close to 0. If I move it out of frame, it becomes none, because the object is no longer in the frame and the radius is 0. And if I move it, say, close to the camera, it's got a large radius. If I move it away from the camera, it has a small radius. So that's how you're going to use the color tracking, or at least the NodeRED script, the NodeRED flow to tune your color tracking values. And yeah.